Hi, everyone. Welcome. Come on in. It's going to be a tight video because we're going to be doing some close ups tonight. If you're seeing this now, you're on the replay. I would love to hear from you if you could do hashtag replay just to know you showed up. Would mean a lot to me. We're going to wait for a few friends to get on here, but I have a lot to go over tonight, and I think it'll be a fun Thanksgiving Eve if you're not one that goes out. We can spend it in here and do our happy hour together. I just drank a ton of coffee. Um, Hi, Laura. Hi, Katie. Katie, you're not watching the replay. I'm sorry if you caught that. You're live. I usually tell folks that they're on a replay before I have anyone that comes on at the beginning. So maybe you caught that. And we had a quick connection tonight. Usually we don't. So maybe everybody's out hip hopping at the bars and not on Facebook tonight. So who's hosting tomorrow? Laura, are you hosting Thanksgiving? I'm not doing anything. I'm going to my brother's at 4:00 and we're eating at 5. I don't even have to bring a single thing. It's the first year I don't even have to bring a side dish. So I was like, "Oh, all right." Debbie, hi. You got your steampunk box today and you love it. Oh, good. It was a new thing I was doing with the paper mache. I loved it too. So I'm so glad that you loved it. Friday. Perfect. Okay, so I have Debbie on Facebook and I have everyone else on YouTube. So I will relay comments. I feel like I need to pick a side here pretty soon, you know? But hubby works tomorrow night. Yeah, John has to work on Friday. So we have to be at my brother's at 5 or at 4. We're eating around 5. We'll probably stay till 7 or 8. And then John has to get up to go to work at 5:30 in the morning. So I don't know how that's going to work out, but oh, Debbie, thank you. Debbie says hi to everyone on YouTube. Nikki's here. Nikki, Debbie writes on Facebook, and Laura and Katie are on YouTube right now. So we have the 4 of us. Um, okay. So all right. I just kind of wanted to do something we haven't done before. So I was playing around this morning, and that's why I was like, I'm gonna go live tonight because I don't have anything better to do. And honestly, I love going live with you guys as long as I have something to share. So I worked on these tiles this morning and I want to do some with you. Now, I used white souffle. Um, Debbie, everybody's saying hi to you. I used white souffle for this, and we're going to talk about what happens when you paint because you're going to get it's going to get a little I'm filing this down. You're going to have to file down your edges a little bit more than you do when you have raw clay because we're going to blow dry the paint to settle down and dry, but we're going to stencil. And Debbie says thanks, you guys, you're sweet. All right, and then I wanted to try out embossing powder, and you guys, I am not a fan, but we're gonna still try and do one tonight, but I won't look at that. I used a stencil on it, and you can't really even tell. I used one on this one too. It's very glittery, but look at my fingers. It doesn't you're gonna have to seal these again, and they're already sealed. Now on these, I use stickles. And they're down, like, they're not coming off. So that's a little bit of glitter that I added. So what and then the other thing we're gonna do is, because I'm doing this on white clay because I want to paint it, is you're gonna get these white edges, right? So I took my StazOn ink. I have paint and everything next to me. I can't get it. I hate this stuff. I hate it. I'm never using it again. We might do something different tonight. And I literally just placed the tiles into the stamp pad so that I could get the sides black. Nobody's going to see the back when we put it down. Okay. But hey, Katie, mom, glitter. Ooh, I see glitter. Yes, lots of it. But this is not this, you guys. I'm going to show you right now what I'm using or what I use, because we're not going to use it tonight. This is an embossing stamp pad. It's like anything else, right? And then this is the Wow brand, which everybody says wow about, right? It is not for me, but people love it. I mean, I tried to cover this whole one with it. And I know you can see on the camera, but to a blind eye, you can't see the imprints behind it. It's all silver. And it's still coming off. Like, I'm going to be a glitter bug tomorrow for Thanksgiving. But who cares? They're probably used to it by now. So let's get started. Let me put these away for a minute. And I want to do a project with these. So these are just the beginning. And I know they may not look like they go together, right? I mean, look how opposite these are. But I use the same stencil on them. And I use the same bronze color to try and tie them together, but I don't know if they'll work together or not until I try to put something together. So I'm going to shift those to the side and then we'll get started. Okay. Now, typically you don't want glitter on anything, but I can't get away from it. And I'm not going to sit here and alcohol this and get it cleaned up. We're just going to roll with it. So the one thing I didn't do is decide what colors I want to use. So I have, let's pull these back out a second. Hold on. So I have these colors. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint. So when I do on the paper, when I do all my like mixed media stuff, it just dawned on me. I'm like, let's try it on raw clay. And it worked out beautifully. So that's what I want to show you what I did. But now I'm stuck. Okay, let's do some teal. I'm going to use DecoArt Metallic Teal to start. I have my paintbrushes here. And then they're in water. I have a paper towel right here. I have the purple. Should I do? What color should go? Teal's going to look amazing with this. Oh, I have something else to show you guys too. Maybe I use this bright blue. Let's just do it. I don't know what it's going to look like. Yeah, I know. I love the teal. So I'm going to put more than I need to down, like per usual. I'm going to put down some of this blue. And then I didn't use this color. I've never used this color. This is DecoArt Extreme Sheen Copper. Should we give it a shot? I haven't even opened it yet. You guys, I just had a ton of coffee because I was falling asleep. So I'm probably talking a million miles an hour. Like, what else is new? All right. Let's try it. I mean, I probably should use gold, but let's try this. Oh, wait, let me shake it. Because I want to kind of match what's, oh gosh. I didn't shake it enough. Baby wipe, baby wipe. I just pulled out like 4 of them. Oop. Yeah, I am too, but I gotta say these Vaseline metallics have something going for them as well. I'm gonna put this one down on the side because I don't know what's happened. Oh, here it goes. Okay. Now, the other thing I wanted to let you know is I bought some pouring paints to try because they're thicker. And I think the thicker you have, the better. Now I'm drying off my brush. It's been in water that's like a cream color. And I'm just going to go across everybody here and start blending. The bottom, the top. And then we're going to introduce the copper. I have never used this copper. It's not very thick. Hold on. It's all watery. That is not good. Paper towels are just genius, aren't they? Okay. Let's try. Oh, God. I'm using my golden copper. Doesn't that look fantastic? Need to get another one. There we go. I am going to pull some more of this off, though. It's too much. Too much is too much. Starting to look a little gray in the center. I'm not thrilled about that. So let me put some more copper down. And I'm going to... This is the thing. You don't want a ton and ton and ton of paint on here. So I am going to pick up the excess. Okay, because this is just making... gray. Come on, little buddy. Coffee equals crack. Well, then you guys are in for a real show, aren't you? Okay, I'm not crazy enough. So, guys, I wanted to let you know, I found a new place. It wasn't me. Somebody else pointed it out on one of my lives, or not one of my lives, on one of my Facebook pages that I follow, that Mr. Art has stickles for $1.78. That's what they sell them for, you guys. And that's without, like, they give you a 10% discount if you're a frequent flyer or whatever. I don't know, you guys. We'll just see how this works out. Let me get I kind of like that look. Oh, it's turning gray. It's okay. I kind of like it. Something a little different. Anyway, Mr. Art is where you can buy it. And I tried to post it on our friends page today. Hi, Christy. I tried to post it on our friends page today, our shared group, and to let everybody know about the discount. And the next thing I knew, I was getting a Facebook was like, "We've removed your post." We don't And I looked at why, and it said I was trying to trick people into buying from a false advertiser, and I'm like, "What?" So, I don't know where they get this stuff from, and I have never had a post blocked before, so I was like, "Yes, they do." So, Christy, we also have people here from YouTube, so I'm the only one that can see all of the comments. You and Debbie are here on Facebook, and, I have Laura, Katie, on YouTube right now, and whoever else is watching me, because I know that there's other of you there that aren't saying anything. I can see you, but I won't call your name out. Alright. I think this needs, um, a Laura sponge. So, I'm going to put a little bit of white in here. Actually, maybe I wanna wait until I do the stencil. Yeah, let's wait. But I wasn't sure if I was gonna do white or black on the stencil. Yeah, so anyway, I tried to give you guys a new source. Sometimes they're $2.99 on Ranger, and I don't know. Anytime I see a savings, I wanna pass it along to you guys because I know how expensive everything is, and people don't understand. It's like, gosh, I like, what are our boxes are like Laura and I figured it out. They're like $32 a piece cost to make those small boxes, and that's with bulk discounts and everything. So, you know, you just gotta, whenever you can catch a break somewhere, really try and do that. Facebook could not believe how cheap the stickles were. That's what Christy just said. You know what, Christy? Maybe you're right. I love it. That made my day. All right, so we're gonna dry this a little bit. So, guys, okay, so I know what Laura and what you guys are doing for Thanksgiving. What's everybody else doing for Thanksgiving? I'm going to my brother's. I don't have to do a darn thing. I'm gonna be sitting down here all day and I can't wait. Um Thanks, Nikki. I'll always let you know when I find deals, as long as Facebook, to Christy's point, doesn't think they're too good of a deal to pass along. Then you'll have them. Um, so you got to be careful. You don't want this on too. I have a heat, like a major heat gun here. Like, you got to be careful. You don't want to cook your clay, which you can, and it will crisp the top up a little bit, but we're going to work around that. Hi, Mom. Thank you. We're almost there. Okay, I think we're good enough to do the next step. So I was using the same. Okay, so this print I was using is the same one that you guys called out on me that looked like a leopard print on my last photo frame that I actually sold, by the way. Thank you very much, at one of my auctions. But so I'm gonna try and do something different. Um so where are they? All right. Now here's the problem. I didn't go through these yet. But let's just start here. Because I don't want anybody to think that's a leopard print again. Everybody's waiting to have Thanksgiving. Laura's doing a 5K turkey trot tomorrow. Wow. Gosh, I feel so lazy. I was thinking about Friday, like, I don't know if I'm going to do my live, and if I do, I might come on in the afternoon instead of the evening. So these are all too big. Wait, this one might work. This one's kind of cool. There's a million here. You guys, if you just go on Amazon, these are 6 by 6. We're going to do this one. I want to see what it looks like. You're walking, not running? Well, it's more than I can say what I'm doing tomorrow. I'll walk about, if you're doing a 5K, I don't know. I'll probably walk 5 minutes tomorrow. No, I'm kidding. Oh, gosh. I get all dressed up, do my makeup, go to the fam. All right. So instead of doing black, I'm going to do white on here because the colors in the background are so dark. And I'm using this Americana Snow White by DecoArt. And I like to use these when I do stencils. They're the same thing Laura used when she did her air dry clay ornaments. These are the best. Now, I have a bigger one that I forgot to pull out. So we're just going to watch me do this longer than it takes. Yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow because I get to see my grandson. My son got a new job today, and it's a government job. It's with the utilities department. I'm so excited for him. It's a very good opportunity. So, and they have a pension. Who has a pension anymore? I'm like, you better jump on that, son. I don't even have that. And I work for an awesome company. All right. Someday. You guys want me to sing for you? Jeez, oh man. I swear it takes more glue or paint to stamp this stuff in. Is my mom on Facebook? Yeah, she is. Mom, Debbie said hi to you. And you don't want to overdo it, but I mean, gosh, you want to get the color down, right? Let me move this aside. We're going to pick this up. Uh-oh. I have some bleeding happening. Maybe because I picked such a small stencil. I don't know. Well, what do? We roll with it. I think once we cut these up, it's going to look fine. It's very shiny. I don't think I wanted that much white coverage on here. If you know what I mean. I probably should have picked something that had less white on it. But, all right, let's try this. They're still going to look really cool, I promise. And this paint dries pretty quick. It's almost kind of see-through in a couple spots. It's even neater. So what I did on this one was I used a stamp. And I think we need to do that here. Okay. But we have more, like I have other stuff other than just doing this. So let me pick this up just to make sure it's not getting too stuck down here. Now, did I tell you guys I'm using Soufflé? I'm using Sculpey Soufflé Igloo. You can use Primo for this. I just happen to have like 3 packs of this. So I don't use white hardly ever. I mean, never ever. I use the pearl or the ivory. So, um, we really covered up a lot of that. So here's what I'm thinking. We're going to do something. Okay, I've never used this. This is should I use this one? Or have I used it? It's open. I used to clean my stencils like you wouldn't believe, and I stopped doing that. So I don't like what happened here with all this white. Now, this is what I get for being live. So here, we're going to do a reverse. We're going to do a reverse of what we just did. Hold on, I'm in the wrong drawer. Okay, but I'm going to put my paint on my sheet. Blue. Oh, this is the one we don't like. Let me get my copper back out. Copper. So this is going to be really interesting. I'm going to use 3 different little daubers. So let me grab, oh my God, I got everything caught around my chair. Let me grab a couple more. Sorry, I was trying to be prepared because I know I'm not always that prepared. So I'm trying to get better at that, you guys. But, you know, there's only so much you can do with Molly. She doesn't train well. All right. So we're going to go back over this. And I'm going to start with the teal. So guys, this is going to be similar to what we do on the gold, where I just randomly go into spots. Now, this is just like my creativity. You do not have to follow this process. If you would use a stencil that was smaller, you would not be in my predicament. Now I'm going to go into the blue. But I mean, hey, what's a girl going to do when something doesn't work out? It never, when I'm on a live, things don't work out. When I'm sitting here all by myself, things are like, I'm like, wow, that looks great. I can't wait to share it with everybody. Yeah, well. So I'm just going to go in between here with the copper. This could look even worse. To be honest, I don't know what it's going to look like. Okay. It looks terrible. It doesn't look terrible. It doesn't. Here, you know why? Because we are going to cut these into tiles. It's just going to be, what is that word, Laura? Very organic. Now, what I usually like to do is stamp with ink some stamps on here. But because of, I'm rubbing my eye with this, because of how much we have going on here, I'm contemplating if I do that or not. And Nikki's hosting and they're all coming down with a cold virus that's going around. Oh no. And laryngitis. Oh, Nikki, I'm sorry to hear that. What is it about the holidays where that stuff always happens? I don't get it. Let me just hit this real quick and then we're going to cut it off. You know, you guys, you'll be shocked. I should have stuck with what I did earlier, but that's okay. We're going to roll with it. We are going to roll with the punches. Because you know what? These are going to look good. Find my cutters. So the other thing is you really need to push down on these babies because with the heat, it will start to. You sound like a Minnie Mouse, Nikki. Oh. Thanks, Christy. When in doubt, glitter out. Well, we have that opportunity, Katie. Thank you, Debbie. It is going to look good. Wait till we get these off of here. This is the one thing I love. Oh, Jesus Christ. You can't hear that, but everything just fell. All my stencils because I was stacking them up right next to me. And you get as many tiles out of this. You know, when we do the gold leaf and you have the 6x6, we put a texture sheet down and then paint on it. You're going to get the exact same amount of tiles. I mean, you get a really fair amount out of a 6x6 sheet here. Get this up. And you can reuse this. Everybody thinks you have to throw away your clay when you use paint. You do not. I'll show you in a second. We're not going to throw this away. I'm going to make something better than this. Okay, so these don't look bad in my opinion. Do they go with these? Absolutely 100% not, I don't think. This looks like a really bad tile job in the kitchen, but I think when I get them done right, on a mosaic, they'll look really cool. Okay. I painted this today, guys. I got a new, hold on. I got a new frame for the top of our boxes. And I molded it and painted it today. Okay. Squirrel. There's so much more I want to share with you guys tonight. But I want to do one more of these. But I have to get this on the tile. And I'm just going to put the whole thing on my sheet. Okay. And we're going to do one more. Unless you guys are bored and want me to move on to something else. You let me know. Thanks, Nikki. Or should I say thanks, Nikki? Oh, God. I feel terrible that you have laryngitis. All right. We're going to do this one the opposite way. And you know what? I'm going to use... I can't use all this. All right, I'm going to pull off some of this clay from earlier. Now, guys, I did this morning. Sorry, I'm shaking the table. You can use it. It's totally fine. You do not need blank white clay. If you have any light colored clay, you can use that. Okay, this is about ready to go, but I want to get it more square. So hold on. Roll it out long. Fold it together. One more time. Okay. I just feel bad. for you. Okay. So, I have to pick up my stencils because they're under my chair, which is a problem. So, let me show you what I did earlier, but we're going to do it with these colors. And we're not going to put copper in the middle. That is a lot of paint per use for me. Grab a paper towel if we need it. So we're going to blend everybody together. We're not going to have the copper in here. And we're going to use a different stencil. And then we're going to move on to something else, I promise. You know what this could use? And I'm not afraid to do it now. I'm going to put it on a sheet over here. Is some streaks of white. Because I think we're going to do black. And I don't want to ruin anything, but I do want to get some more white in here. I feel like Bob Ross. It's a happy accident. It's a happy accident. Good Lord, Molly. Too much coffee. Hello, Kathy. Welcome in. I got some girls here on YouTube. We have Christy and Debbie here on, if they're still here, on Facebook. We are creating these beautiful tiles. So I'm going to dry this. Okay, so what else do I want to tell you guys while I dry this? This is pretty thick. So thanks, Yanni. Or okay, so I don't even know if she was talking to me. But okay, so I live like I don't know how many miles, maybe 5 miles from Lake Erie. I'm east of Cleveland. So I'm like a half an hour from downtown Cleveland and an hour and a half from Erie, Pennsylvania. But we're right kind of on the lake. Not right on it, but pretty darn close. I can get to the beach in 10 minutes if I want. So anyway, we're supposed to have this. We haven't had a lot of snow the past few years. And they're telling us now that we are getting 2 to 4 feet between tomorrow night and Tuesday morning. And I'm like, I'm out of practice. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. Because they said Al Roker on the Today Show was like, traffic, it's from here to Buffalo, New York. And I think it's from Chicago to here. Nikki, are you going to get any of that in Chicago? So you're less. Oh, yeah, Kathy, because you know what, Kathy? You know what? I'm going to sidetrack for a second because Kathy, I still want to get together with you for lunch, maybe at Panera or something one day. Because I live by Aldi on Route 20 and Target on Millmore. It's not a secret. Everybody knows when they order from me where I live. So we're pretty close. And my son lives right on the lake too. He's right in Menor on First Street off of 306. So Kathy, you're going to get this too. But the problem is Kathy knows with you're not going to get that, Nick. Yeah. So the problem is Laura switched channels. Laura, she's missing out on the combo. She's got to switch. Yeah, but the problem is with Lake Effect, as Kathy knows, is that they'll tell us we're going to get 4 feet and we get 2 inches, or they don't predict it at all and we get 4 feet, because it depends on how the wind changes and where it's going to go. But they are pretty darn sure. And here's the thing: it was really warm over the winter. We're not using this one again, that's for sure. It was really warm over the winter, so Lake Erie is still very warm. And what happens is that the air turns cold. Lake Erie puts to rain or something. And I'm just going through these while we're talking. It's too much. And it freezes by the time it hits where we live. So Creatively Kathy on here knows exactly what I'm talking about. So we don't really know what we're in for. You know what? Oh, yeah, we're going to use this one. So, wah, wah. You're 10 from Lake Michigan. I'm 10 from Lake Erie. Yeah, we're the same kind of situation. It depends which way the wind blows, right? But they told us we're in for it. And this is our hurricane. The problem is it's not predictable. Well, they think it is. They're telling all of us to take cover, right? All right, guys. Yeah, Kathy knows. I hadn't heard that. I'd love to join you for lunch. I have a friend that I think was. Oh, Kathy, we need to talk privately. Definitely. Okay. So, guys, I want your opinions. Do you want me to plunge this with white or black? I need your opinions. I'll just get a drink while I wait for you. Because there's a lag. Thanks, Laura. Bueller. Nikki wants black. She was the first one. Katie says black. Laura says black. Okay. Black it is. Now, I have a new paint to introduce. I learned this from a YouTube video, and we're going to go sidetracked for a second. We're going to be making a huge flower with a tree stem. This is going to be 1 leaf. This was my practice one. Okay. And I cannot wait to get a hold of this. And maybe I will over the holiday weekend here, if not over Christmas, because I'm off for a couple weeks. But I learned about this paint. Yeah, well, you know what, Kathy? That's the great part about this. We can use any color, but I'm still going to use white on here. It's just which one I'm using first, I think. Anyway, this folk art metallic, it's indoor, outdoor. What is the color? Sequin black, 661. Okay, guys, when you paint this on clay, it is shiny. You guys know this is my go-to, my favorite, the Deco Art Americana in the lamp black. And I love it, and I swear by it. However, it's a matte color. This one is shiny. I keep looking at those ones I just did thinking, why, Molly? Why on a live do you mess up like that? Oh, gosh. Let's waste it all. I did get it from Amazon, and I think, I meant to put it. Oh, no, they're sold out right now. So let me waste it. I was gonna put it on my Amazon list today. Ooh, can somebody do me a favor and type in exclamation Amazon and tell me if you get my list? Just write in the comments, please, anyone? I'm trying a chat box, but I don't know how to do everything like some other people. So I'd be curious to know if that works. Here we go again. It's like deja vu. Me stenciling everything. No, exclamation point Amazon. Yes, Debbie got it. Sorry. I'm talking too fast. That was all the coffee I had. Oh, you have to be on Facebook to do it. It's not working, is it? If you get a link to my Amazon list, I would love to know after you type that in because I am trying. Oh my god, the amount of paint I need for this is unreal. I'm trying to do the chat box more often. So you guys don't have to go search for my link. I can just tell you like type in exclamation point Amazon or whatever. So I'm taking it nobody got, or do I not see it? Oh, you guys, I think I like the deco art more for doing this, but I tried. Let's see. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. Look at them apples. Didn't work. Hmm. Maybe I Laura's trying everything. Okay, I'll have to go back and look for it. But I was trying, and I'm gonna get it right, you guys. I promise. I promise I'm gonna get it right. I really will. But wouldn't that be so much easier on a live instead of being like, go to my page, look up the list? I can just tell them like exclamation point Amazon. But I think it's beautiful too. Thank you, Kathy. It goes to chat box help. Oh, great. So it's worse than not even having it. All right. Well, Molly will work on that. I'm gonna know who your friend is that lives on No More. I'll have to private message you, Kathy. What a small world, huh? I didn't get a lot of the teal in here, but that's okay. I mean, at this point, I'm just glad I got a nice print. You know, sometimes you just have to experiment and see. Yeah, Nikki, I know it would. I'll I did that a few weeks ago and I kept forgetting to ask people. And then every time we were off a live, I'm like, darn it, I have to be on a live for it to work, but I'll get it. We're not that dumb. A little loose in the gears sometimes, but I can figure all that out. So what I think I want to do, I just have this one corner that's not, everything else is dry. But you guys, isn't this paint? Sorry if I'm yelling, but I mean, you can't hear my dryer, but I can. So I'm loud. that paint is that black paint is beautiful because it's shiny. And it goes with the metallics on the back. All right, so we're gonna do one more thing and then we're gonna cut them out and then I don't know. Okay. I have to decide. Okay. I think we're gonna do white. So hold on, I gotta go get it. If anyone knows of an archival white ink, any of you sleuths out there, let me know. This is chalk ink, but it says it's archival. It says right here, color fast, light fast, acid free, and archival. But I've had a problem with this slipping on me. Like the black stays down, goes down, and it's by the same. I think it's the same. I don't know. I'm not gonna go there. Okay, so. Oh gosh. So I have this new stamp set that it's not new. I found it. See, this is why I'm cleaning out right now because I got to be honest with you guys. I'm human too. I can't afford right now, especially when I'm not selling a lot of stuff, to be like spending a lot of money, but I have stuff that I need to go back and look at. And I use these on the other one. Maybe we'll try the diamonds here. Okay, so okay. So I have one of these acrylic blocks that I'm going to stick this on, okay? Because otherwise you could just, well, we're going to cut this up. So let me get it into the ink. That's what I'm doing right here. And let me just try like a corner. And it does not show up. I could do paint. That's risky. I don't mind risky, do you? Let's do it. Let's try, but we're going to daub it. We're not going to put this flat down. Well, I mean, we will, but I'm going to do a light smattering. I'm so sorry my list didn't work, you guys. And I don't know if this is going to work, but let's try it. It worked, but I don't like this stamp. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab my favorite stamp of all time. These are still going to look cool when they come out. Don't get me wrong. Let me try a corner here. Yeah, I use this one all the time, and I love it. So the black stamps work better. I'm not picking up any paint. Pretty. And that was the ink that you didn't see. I was over to the side, sorry. Versamagic Cloud White. Says it's archival. So we roll with that. You could do a whole bunch of individual stamps. You could not stamp it. You could just stick with the blues and the whites, but I think this looks pretty. So we're going to cut this one out now. I don't I don't know about some of these corners. And I have 2 sizes I'm using because 'cause they're my most popular sizes that I use. And I have the little squares, but to be honest with you, if I need to trim these in half or I like having the shape because I can cut it wherever I need. God, these turned out so much better than my last batch, didn't they? But guys, we're literally this is not even baked yet. It's all raw. And I think it looks really pretty. Let's do some smaller ones. Do you, Nikki? Thank you. Took me a minute to get here. But you know what? I'm gonna use those other ones that we did that I wasn't a fan of with when I mix those with some copper, blue, and teal, they're gonna look amazing. They better. No, they will. Hey, remember, don't pitch this. We just used oh gosh. I might have dried the paint too much. I didn't have this happen before. Oh, swell. I was gonna say, you have to file around the edges when you're done because the paint starts to dry a little bit. It's trying to pull the paint off. Probably because I was sitting here lollygagging for so long, or I dried it too long. But they're good. I mean, this corner got wrecked. So that's easy peasy to take care of. You know where your blade is. Back into the pile. This one's going to have to be I know I should have tape on my Robin's gonna yell at me. It's just that it comes off when I do a thick piece, and then I have one here. Okay. So guys, look how fun these are. So you can mess up and you can just do whatever you want. And instead of doing it on paper, you can do it right on the clay. Just know you're gonna have to file the sides down, guys, because here's a good example. And now I didn't put this through this oh my god, look at my hands again. I didn't put this through on the stamp yet, but you just need to not have a mess like I do. Then you can find a nail file. What the heck? Here it is. I know. I'm like, I just had it out. So you just, file it down. But I would go around all these edges after they're baked with the StazOn ink. I wonder, like, how crazy would those look together if I did other tiles with them? I don't know. I got to sleep on it. So I'm putting these on my tray is what I'm doing. So yeah, so I wanted to talk to you guys about this tree and these paints, but I'll do this after we get off. Okay, so those are all done. So yeah, so can you picture this as a leaf? Like a flower leaf, like 5 or 6 or 7 times around. I mean, this is a chunky fella. And then you have like a tree trunk to bring it all together. Now, my problem is I don't have a fairy door and I want to put a fairy door in the middle. And I was inspired by someone online that I'll share her name. But what I was amazed at is that I just used my metallic paints. Oh God, I'm like not even in the camera. I used my metallic paints right on the black after I used this, because we all talk about what paints are best and then they smear and whatever. Now I did need to use 2 coats, but when I used this, it was super, super shiny. You can kind of see it maybe behind that blue there. It dries super shiny and glossy. And then I painted everything in that. And then I went over it with paints. And the only thing that's not paint is the green, which is a wax. So, it probably needs a 3rd coat over here. But I was just doing a tester, and I put stickles on the blue. And then a rhinestone in the middle. Like, I could just see, like, big flower petals. So I'm working on that one. I didn't expect to have this happen, but okay, after they're baked, I may put colored stickles on them. You can always save everything. And if you really hate what you do, ball it back up and then rework it. This paint's pretty dry in here, though. I mean, these paints are dry, but I mixed them in the second I got done with it, so I can reuse this. And that's a lot of clay. But, like, just using the stickles on here is so pretty. And this was a white stencil, and then I used that black polka dot stamp. And then I dipped it in the stamp pad. So I'm not seeing any comments, by the way, because I won't until I go watch the replay. Oh, I want to make one thing clear. I watched my replay from the other night. The last one I did. I always watch my replays. I try to make myself better, but sometimes you can't take things out of the girl, right? But I watched my replay from the other night, and I made a comment during my replay. It was when I was doing the ornaments. And I said, I don't care what you guys think, I'm doing this. And it sounded really nasty. And I just want you guys to know, I did not realize I came across that way. I was kind of joking about it. Like, I just had to make a decision. And so I was just going with whatever it was I decided. But when I watched the replay back, I'm like, God, that sounded really nasty. Like, you don't care what they think. I always care what you guys think. So I just wanted to say I'm sorry if that came across wrong to anyone else. Now I'm getting comments again. So anyway, I apologize if I came across harsh, because that's not me. I can be very sarcastic, as you guys know, and sometimes I need to tone that down a little bit, but I didn't mean to come across that way. If it did to you, I always want to know what you guys think. I was just trying to be funny, like, okay, I'm making a decision. I don't care what you think. Like, I didn't mean it to be like, but it came across like I really didn't care. So anyway, I felt really, really bad about that. So, oh, thanks, Nikki. So I just wanted to point that out there. So I do plan on coming back on Friday night. I know a lot of you have Thanksgiving plans or other plans. I'm not sure what we're going to do, but I will make it a point, and if I don't, remind me to show you these finished like, this is reminding me of Hawaii in a way. Like, I feel like I need to do the exact same thing in a bright pink and a bright teal and do like a Hawaiian piece. Don't you think? Oh, look, this is still in here. I don't know why I'm getting that vibe. Thank you, Laura, because I don't ever want anyone to think that. But I took insult to it, and it was me. So I was like, oh my God, Molly, tone it down there, girl. So Anyway, you guys, I guess that was all. I thought it would be on a little bit. I'm trying to go over an hour with you guys because I tend to be shorter than a lot of people, but I guess that's all I have for tonight. Um, I just want to say I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving and enjoy. And I'll be here tomorrow until 4 o'clock. If anybody is bored, let me know. Um, and then, but really, truly, um, I appreciate all of you so much. And so I'm very, very, very thankful. And I don't care if we have 2 people here or 20 people here. All of you are engaged, and I just feel very blessed that we've all connected. So thank you. Thank you and have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Yes, everyone, happy Thanksgiving. All right, I love you guys. Enjoy the holiday, and I will see you on Friday. Bye.